To the left, criminal justice is increasingly more about feeling bad for criminals and turning a blind eye to their actual victims. Pay attention to the news and you'll continuously see judges giving criminals laughable sentences, which sometimes results in new victims later. But this case may be entering a level of preposterous you never thought possible. Connecticut man accused of cannibalism and murder is granted conditional release.
Court records show this man, Tyree Smith, killed Gonzalez using an axe, then ate part of his body.
Now let's hold on for just a second. Every news story I see on this, they keep saying he ate part of his body.
Ate part of the victim's body?
Then eating parts of his body.
As if, gee, maybe he took a bite out of his thigh or something. Let's get a little more specific, shall we?
His name is Tyree Smith, 35 years old, bludgeoned him to death with an axe allegedly, and then did the unthinkable, took his brain and part of his eyeballs out of his head and cannibalized them.
He ate his brain and eyeball. I'm sure you're not trying to visualize this, but that is not an easy thing to do. Ask yourself, why would the news media want to leave that part out? Anyway, let's see how this madness happened.
Smith was found not guilty by reason of insanity and sentenced to 60 years in a psychiatric hospital.
After a hearing today with the Connecticut Psychiatric Review Board, Tyree Smith has been granted a conditional release. Smith was found not guilty by reason of insanity back in 2013.
Murder and cannibalism and release in the same sentence, that's a problem. That's concerning to me.
But Smith's doctors say he's rehabilitated, constantly taking medications to help with psychosis and voices in his head, reiterating that Smith has been a model citizen and he's lived in a halfway house for 9 months under temporary leave status and has only accidentally missed one check-in while being GPS monitored, joining rehab groups, and being subjected to random drug tests.
He has maintained clinical stability, adhered to prescribed medications, and continued to engage meaningfully in groups and substance use treatment.
Doctors acknowledging, should he forget to take his medication, Smith could become a danger to society.
It's safe to say that if he doesn't take his medication, that his auditory hallucinations that tell him to kill people, kill police officers may come back. Yes.
Well, that is reassuring. We just have to trust that a guy who ate another person's eyeball will remember to take his medication. How do the actual victims of this crime feel about this?
56-year-old Talitha Frazier of Bridgeport, speaking for the immediate family
from the day we left court,
of 35-year-old Angel Gonzalez, her brother-in-law.
We called him Toon Toon. That man was well loved by friends and family. He wasn't just a homeless person. He had people that cared about him. He had friends. They didn't take in consideration how we would feel.
It's hard not knowing if this man's going to pop up at our door, if he's going to pop up back on Brook Street. Is he going to take the ankle monitor off?
The Connecticut Psychiatric Security Review Board, these guys here, could give two shits about them. They said, rehabilitation, not punishment, is the goal for all individuals found not guilty by reason of insanity. If Tyree forgets his medication and kills somebody, none of these people will face any repercussion. How about we change that? If Tyree screws up, you face punishment. Maybe then we won't see these kind of maniacs roaming our streets, plunging us into hell.